Chapter 4. How Gajananda caught the robbers. This is a play and somewhat comedy type play. Funny things. The characters taking part in play are Gajananda, the police inspector, Vikrama, police constable, Charana. There was a robbery in his house. Purana. There was the cook in Charan's house. He was working as a cook. Shopkeeper, who has a shop in the market, and 3 thieves. Scene 1. In a small town called Anandapur, Gajananda, Inspector Gajananda is known for solving crimes in no time. In Anandapur, Gajananda was the inspector. He was expert in solving crimes within short time. One night there was a robbery in Charan's house. As soon as Charan found out, he immediately calls up the inspector Gajananda. Charan says, talking over to the telephone, Inspector Gajananda, my name is Charan. Last night there was a robbery in my house. He informs Inspector Gajananda of the police station about a robbery that had taken place last night in his house. Gajananda said, I am sorry to hear that. This shows his courtesy. Good manner. I will come to your house in a little while. Inspector Gajananda takes action very soon. Charana said, thank you, Inspector. Inspector Gajananda arrives in a jeep. In a jeep, the inspector arrives at Charan's house. Gajananda said, Sir, I would like to inspect the place where the robbery had happened. He asked Charan where the robbery had happened. He wanted to inspect the place of event. Charan said, sure, this way please. He leads Inspector Gajananda to the place. Inspector Gajananda follows Charan into the bedroom. Sir, Gajananda asked, Sir, who all were in your house last evening? He inquires about the persons present in Charan's house last evening. Charan said, my wife and I had gone to attend a wedding. Charan and his wife were out of the house last night. So, only the cook and one of the helpers were in the house last evening. So, there were only 2 persons present in Charan's house last evening. One, the cook, the other, the helper. Gajananda asked, okay, I would like to speak to them. We then inquired about the persons present in Charan's house last evening. Inspector Gajananda speaks to the helper, then he speaks to the was the last to leave the house. Gajananda asked Pura, "What time did you leave the house?" Gajananda asked Pura, "At what time you leave the house? Do you leave the house?" Pura, thinking hard means thinking with the thought, he recalled at what time had he left. He had left the house. "Sir, I am not very sure. I think it was around 9 o'clock. He answers about the time approximately at what time had he left the house. It was 9 o'clock. Gajananda said, "When you left the house, did you see anything outside the house?" The inspector wants a clue. He asks Puran if he had seen anything outside the house. Puran poses. He poses a little while and then answers, "Sir, I saw 3 dogs. When Puran left the house, he had seen 3 dogs outside the house." Everyone giggles. All persons present there mock, giggle. Inspector Gajananda is very except Inspector Gajananda, everyone giggles. Gajananda was sure to find out the thing with this clue. Gajananda said to Pura, "Sir, I am confident of solving this case soon." Inspector Gajananda packed the book on his back and rushes off. The cook gave him a clue that there were 3 dogs outside the house when he left the house yesterday at 9 o'clock. Night. Now, Gajananda, marking this clue, taking into account this clue, tries to solve the case. Inspector Gajananda gets into his jeep. Vikram, the police constable, is also with him. On his way, he sees 3 dogs barking. Inspector Gajananda pulls up his jeep with a jerk. As the jeep was going along the market, he found 3 dogs barking. He halted the jeep with a jerk and said to Vikram, "Look, Vikram, there are 3 dogs barking outside the shop." He immediately spotted 3 dogs who were barking outside a shop. Vikram looks at the dogs, confused. Vikram, the constable, is confused, but Gajananda was on his way. They walked toward the shop. They approached the shopkeeper. The shopkeeper said, "Sir, what is the matter?" Anytime, whenever an inspector or a police constable approaches us, we become conscious and anxious. Gajananda said, "We would like to search your shop." The shopkeeper said, "Sure, sir." 3 dogs were barking before our shop, and at that time, Gajananda halted his jeep got down and went in the shop. He asked the shopkeeper that he wanted to search the shop. In the shop, Gajananda finds there were sacks full of vegetables and grains. Inspector Gajananda walks up to a sack and taps it with a stick. Gajananda had a stick in his hand. He walks to the sacks. There were some sacks full of grains and vegetables. He taps a sack with his stick. As he taps, a voice is heard from the sack. Bow, bow, karr, bow, bow. Gajananda looking confused. Say, a dog inside a sack? Pull the second sack. As he taps a sack, he hears a voice, sound of a dog. Then he asks Vikram to pull the second sack. Vikram said, yes sir. Vikram drags the second sack. A voice from the sack. Meow, meow. Gajananda say, what? A cat inside a sack? What is happening here? Pull the third sack, he said. As Inspector Gajananda and Vikram walked over the third sack, they heard a voice. A voice from the sack. Potato, potato, potato. Gajananda looking sharp. Hearing the voices coming out of the sack, Gajananda is shocked. He is taken aback. How can a sack speak? Vikram opened the sack and emptied its content. He orders Vikram to open the sack and empty its contents. As Vikram opens the first sack and empties the content, making the sack down, a thief jumps out of first sack. A thief. Thief 1. Please, sir, allow me to tell you the truth. My friends are hiding in other two sacks. They can out of first sack for thief, along with the vegetables, grains, etc. Gajananda said, Thief 2, with folded hands, forgive us, sir. We robbed the house yesterday. And when we saw the dogs chasing us, we hide ourselves inside the sacks. He said that as they came out of the house after robbing, the 3 dogs chased behind them. Vikram said, but how did you enter the shop in the night? Vikram the constable asked the thief, how did you enter the shop in the night? Third thief said, we entered the shop from the broken window. He gives information that they entered the shop through the broken window. We saw the empty sacks lying on the floor and hiding them. We saw empty sacks lying on the floor and hiding them. The next morning, the shopkeeper filled the sacks with vegetables and grains. Gajananda ordered Vikram. Vikram, arrest them. The 3 thieves are arrested. Now sent forth. At the police station, Puran walks in with Charan. Gajananda says, thank you for giving me the clue, Puran. Gajananda thanks Puran for giving him the clue of 3 dogs. Puran said, sir, I saw the thieves yesterday. He gives further information that he had seen the 3 thieves, but I was afraid of them. Though he was eyewitness, he was afraid of them. Then I saw the 3 dogs chasing them. That is why I said that I saw 3 dogs. Now, think about the techniques followed by Gajananda. As Puran answered that he had seen 3 dogs barking, this made Gajananda to spot that he might have seen 3 thieves too, but he is afraid of telling. And as the dogs were barking, he said 3 dogs were barking. 3 for 3 dogs, 3 for 3 thieves. So indirectly, Puran suggests about 3 thieves who had robbed Charan's house. Gajananda smiles. He said, yes, I immediately understood what you meant. Therefore, it did giggle. Everybody giggled when Puran said that he had seen 3 dogs. He had seen 3 dogs. But Inspector Gajananda spotted about the hint that Puran had given. Charan said, Inspector, you have solved this mystery again in no time. Thank you. Gajananda said, you are welcome. Whenever anybody thanks us, we may answer, you are welcome. You are welcome, sir. I will continue to do my duty, fearlessly and honestly. Gajananda is a good and intelligent inspector, brave and fearless, also helpful and honest. Now here are some questions to answer in short. Who is Gajananda? Write in the character spheres. Answer. Who is Gajananda? What is inspector? Who is Vikram? What is customer? Who is Charan? Owner of the house that already had taken place. Who is Puran? Charan's cook. What happened in Charan's house? A robbery happened in Charan's house. Or only one was robbery. Who was the last to leave the house? Puran was last to leave the house. What did Puran see outside the house? Answer. 3 dogs. Puran saw 3 dogs outside the house. Why did Gajananda go to the shop? Gajananda went to the shop because 3 dogs he found barking before the shop. So dear students, try to learn this lesson, read this lesson and enjoy the play.